Antarctica, one of the coldest, most remote, and most mysterious continents on Earth. All around is ice and snow. But an incredible claim has been circulating around this vast white desert for decades. It is claimed that during World War II, Nazi Germany built a huge secret military base under the ice of Antarctica. This mysterious base is called Base 211. And the story doesn't end there. Conspiracy theories claim that Adolf Hitler did not die at the end of World War II. Rather, he secretly fled Germany in a submarine and took refuge in that mysterious base in Antarctica. But the question is, how true is this story? Was there really a secret Nazi base under the ice of Antarctica? Did Hitler really escape there? And was the massive US military expedition in 1947 actually conducted to find that base? Today, we will explore the history, claims, and evidence behind this mystery step by step. Let's first come to an event that really happened. Between 1938 and 1939, Nazi Germany conducted an expedition to Antarctica. The purpose of this expedition was to observe different regions of Antarctica, create maps, and collect information about potential economic and strategic opportunities. The Germans observed a large area of Antarctica and named it New Schwabenland. This incident gave rise to a huge conspiracy theory many years later. Some writers began to claim the Germans did not just go there to make maps. They found a huge natural cave under the ice. And inside that cave, a secret military base was built. Some claim that the base had laboratories, power systems, military equipment, and submarine storage facilities. But here is an important question. Where is the evidence of this secret base? So far, no reliable historical evidence has been found of a Nazi Antarctic base called Base 211. That is, Nazi Germany's Antarctic expedition is true. But this claim that a huge underground military base was created from that expedition is not proven. Yet why is the story of Base 211 so popular? According to conspiracy theories, there were huge natural caves under the ice of Antarctica where people could live. The Germans allegedly turned those caves into their own military bases. Some stories also say that the base was so large that hundreds of people could live there for a long time. And at the end of World War II, some important scientists and military officials of Nazi Germany escaped there. But the biggest problem for historians is that there is no solid primary evidence to support these claims. No reliable wartime documents, Nazi military documents, or documentary evidence confirms the existence of Base 211. So how did the story of Hitler's escape to Antarctica come about? April 1945. The final stage of World War II. The Soviet army is advancing towards Berlin. Adolf Hitler was then staying in an underground bunker in Berlin. According to historical evidence, Hitler committed suicide on April 30, 1945. Then an attempt was made to burn his body. After the war, various rumors spread around Hitler's death. And from those rumors, an even bigger story was created. Conspiracy theories claim that Hitler did not actually die. He secretly left Berlin. Then he went to South America or Antarctica in a submarine. Some claim that he finally took refuge in Base 211. It sounds like a story from a spy movie. But there is no reliable evidence in real history for this claim. There is no proven route, reliable eyewitness or authentic Nazi documents to Hitler's escape to Antarctica. However, the submarine story is not entirely fictional. It involves two real German submarines. At the end of World War II, a mystery arose around two German submarines. Their names are U-530 and U-977. After the war, these two submarines surrendered in South America. This incident later strengthened the conspiracy theory. Because the question arose, if Germany surrendered in May 1945, then why did these submarines surrender so late? Conspiracy theorists made a fascinating story from here. Their claim was, these submarines took Hitler or other important Nazi officials to Antarctica. But historical investigations have not found any reliable evidence that U-530 or U-977 took Hitler to Antarctica. That is, the two submarines are true. Their surrender is also true. But the story of taking Hitler to Antarctica is not proven. And now we come to the most important chapter of this mystery. In late 1946, the United States launched a massive expedition to Antarctica. It was called Operation Highjump. Rear Admiral Richard Byrd was involved in this expedition. The expedition included multiple ships, aircraft, military personnel, and a large amount of equipment. The objectives of the expedition were to explore different regions of Antarctica, create maps, and gain experience in operating military equipment and personnel in extremely cold environments. But conspiracy theories create a new story here too. It is claimed, the United States learned that Nazi Germany had built a huge secret base under the ice of Antarctica. So a huge US fleet was sent to find and destroy that base. And here comes the most mysterious claim. Some stories say that US forces encountered unknown flying vehicles in Antarctica. Some even claim that these unknown flying vehicles were the result of advanced technology developed by the Nazis. But did this really happen? According to some conspiracy theories, Nazi Germany created a type of flying vehicle at the end of World War II that was much more advanced than conventional aircraft. Later, these were called Nazi flying saucers. According to the story, during Operation Highjump, the US forces encountered these unknown flying vehicles. Some also claim that these unknown vehicles forced the US operation to end quickly. It is undoubtedly exciting to hear. But what does the historical evidence say? During Operation Highjump, the extreme cold, ice, weather, and harsh environment of Antarctica were major challenges. There were also real problems at various stages of the operation. But there is no reliable evidence that the operation ended due to the attack of Nazi flying saucers. In other words, there are mysterious stories, but there is no evidence. And this is where the difference between history and conspiracy theories arises. Another story related to this mystery is very popular. That is the alleged lost diary of Richard Byrd. There are some articles on the internet that claim that Byrd discovered a vast unknown world under the ice of Antarctica. Some claim that he saw something there that could change the concept of conventional science. Later, the idea of another world inside the Earth was added to this story. That is, the theory of the hollow Earth. According to this theory, there is a vast empty region inside the Earth and unknown civilizations may live there. But modern geological and seismological data do not support this idea. And Richard Byrd's alleged lost diary also has no reliable basis to be accepted as a reliable historical document. Now let's put the whole story together. Nazi Germany conducted an expedition to Antarctica. True. The German submarines U-530 and U-977 surrendered after the war. True. There was a massive US Antarctic expedition called Operation Highjump. True. Richard Byrd was involved in that expedition. True. But the Nazis had Base 211 in Antarctica, still unproven. Hitler escaped there. There is no reliable evidence. Operation Highjump failed due to a Nazi flying saucer attack. There is no reliable evidence for that either. And the claim that Byrd's alleged lost diary is evidence of a secret civilization deep within the Earth, there is also no reliable historical basis for that claim. So is the whole story a lie? It's not that simple. because this mystery begins with several true events. The Nazi German Antarctic expedition was real. The surrender of German submarines after the war was true. Operation Highjump was also true. Richard Byrd was also a real explorer. But when these true events were added to the secret base, Hitler's escape, flying saucers and the Hollow Earth story, then a huge conspiracy theory was created. And one of the reasons why this story is so popular is Antarctica itself. It is a continent where human presence is limited, and a large part is still covered in ice. So people's imagination surrounding the unknown can easily create mysteries there. But the most important lesson of history is, no matter how amazing a story is, it cannot be called true without evidence. The story of Base 211 may still intrigue us today. Whether Hitler really escaped to Antarctica or not, this question may remain in the minds of many. But the answer that reliable history gives us so far is, there is no evidence that the Nazis had Base 211 in Antarctica. And there is no reliable evidence for the claim that Hitler escaped there either. Perhaps the most interesting aspect of this mystery is, sometimes true history is more mysterious than fiction. What do you think? Is there really an unknown secret hidden under the ice of Antarctica? Or is the whole story of Base 211 just a long conspiracy theory made by man? You can share your opinion in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more such videos about history, mysteries, and unknown stories of the world.